Are you absolutely sure you're registered to vote in Ohio? I mean, 100% sure, because missing this one crucial step could literally cost you your voice in the next election. Welcome to this explainer, where we're going to dive into the most direct, practical steps for checking, verifying, and updating your voter registration status in Ohio. Whether you're a brand new voter or you've been hitting the polls for decades, you're in the right place. So let's really think about that question. You might assume, hey, I voted a couple of years ago, I'm good to go, right? Well, not necessarily. Voter rolls are constantly changing, and just making an assumption could lead to a pretty awful surprise when you show up on Election Day. To give you an idea of why you need to check this, look at this staggering number, 317,034. During Ohio's 2025 registration readiness audit alone, over 317,000 inactive or abandoned registrations were purged from the system. To put that into perspective, that is enough people to fill several massive football stadiums. It's a routine process required by law to keep the system secure, removing folks who have moved or haven't voted in consecutive cycles. But it also means your active status just isn't guaranteed forever. Here is the agenda for today's explainer. 1. Why you must check now. 2. Step-by-step verification. 3. Troubleshooting mismatches. 4. Special voter scenarios. 5. How to update your info. And 6. The Election Day backup plan. Section 1. Why you must check now. Confirming your eligibility. All right, let's start with the absolute basics. You're a U.S. citizen, you'll be at least 18 by the general election, and you've lived in Ohio for at least 30 days. That means you're eligible, right? Yes, but, and this is a big but, you can't just show up meeting those criteria. You still have to actively ensure your name is on that official state registry well ahead of time. Section 2. Step-by-step verification. Finding yourself in the system. Okay, so how do we actually check? It's honestly incredibly simple. Grab your phone or your laptop. Step 1, go to voterlookup.ohiosos.gov. Step 2, just type in your first name, your last name, and your county. And step 3, the system does a real-time query of the statewide registry. Within seconds, it's going to show you your active status, your voting precinct, and the exact physical location of your polling place. The whole thing literally takes less than 2 minutes. Now, what if you hit enter and nothing? You weren't there. Well, local election officials actually recommend this awesome search hack to get around weird spelling or hyphenation errors. Just type in the first 3 letters of your first and last name. So, for example, if you're George Washington, just search GEO, Wash. It's a real game changer because compound names or even tiny clerical typos from years ago can easily throw off the search tool. Section 3. Troubleshooting mismatches. Why your name might be missing. Let's say you tried that naming trick and you're still not showing up. First off, don't panic. Your registration might just be flagged because of a tiny mismatch between the voter registry and, say, your motor vehicle or social security records. If there's a typo in your birth date, a missing hyphen in your name, or a discrepancy with your Ohio driver's license or the last 4 digits of your social security number, the system is probably going to flag it. Section 4. Special voter scenarios. Navigating unique life situations. Life happens, right? And unique situations can definitely cause some confusion. Let's look at college students. If you're a student, you have a choice to make about your permanent address. You can register at your campus address, which then becomes your official voting residence, or you can stay registered at your home address. But if you do that and you're away at school, you'll need to request an absentee ballot. Just remember, it is completely illegal to register and vote from 2 different addresses at the same time. You gotta pick one. How about returning citizens? There is a massive misconception about this in America. But in Ohio, the law explicitly allows former felons to vote immediately upon their release. Disenfranchisement in Ohio literally only lasts while you are actively serving a prison sentence. Once you're out, provided you just re-register, your rights are fully restored. You can even legally vote via absentee ballot if you're in jail awaiting trial. And there are a few other specific scenarios we should mention. If you're serving overseas, you're covered under UOCA-VA. If you're a domestic violence survivor, the Safe at Home program protects your address confidentiality. Oh, and if you recently got married or changed your name, just a heads up, you actually can't do that entirely online. It requires a brand new physical signature or a Form 10L to ensure everything is secure. Section 5. How to update your info. Getting your records current. So you've identified an issue or you've moved. How do you actually update your records? Well, the online portal at olvr.ohiosos.gov is super fast, but you absolutely must have an Ohio driver's license or state ID number, plus the last four of your social security number. If you don't have a state-issued ID, no worries, but you can't use the digital portal. You'll have to go the old-school route. Print out a paper form, sign it by hand, and mail it to your county board of elections. Now listen up, because this is the single most critical takeaway of this whole explainer. You cannot wait until the last minute. The cutoff in Ohio is a hard, and I mean hard, 30 days before Election Day. Whether it's your first time registering or you're just updating an apartment number across town, if you miss that 30-day window, your updated status will not be valid for the upcoming election, period. If you get stuck with any of this, your absolute best friends are your local county board of elections. They manage the local files, they know the precinct boundaries, they know the whole shebang. Here are the direct phone numbers for some of the biggest counties in the state: Franklin, Cuyahoga, Hamilton, and Summit. Seriously, don't hesitate to give them a call. It is literally their job to help you get this sorted out.
Section 6, Election Day Backup Plan, the ultimate safety net.
Okay, picture this. It's Election Day. You show up at your polling place, you confidently hand over your ID, the poll worker flips through their book, and they can't find your name. Panic sets in, right? You know you're registered, so what on earth is your recourse in that moment? Enter the provisional ballot. This is your ultimate safety net. If a poll worker can't confirm your eligibility right then and there, you still have the fundamental right to vote. You simply ask for a provisional ballot. This secures your vote on paper. The poll workers will put it in a secure envelope, set it aside, and then after the polls close, officials will manually verify your eligibility. You even get a toll-free number you can call later on to track if your vote was officially counted. Because at the end of the day, your vote is your voice. State election officials really want you to ignore random mailings or third-party groups and rely strictly on official state channels, like voteohio.gov or your local board of elections to check your standing. And just a quick disclaimer, election laws and website portals can sometimes change, so make sure you're regularly checking those official government sources for the most up-to-date information. So I'm going to leave you with this final thought. Are you truly ready for the next election? Or is it time to go double-check your status right this second? Don't wait until day 29. Take 5 minutes today, go to the official portal, and guarantee that your voice will be heard. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and get out there and vote.